Stream and a very good evening and a very good afternoon to whoever you are watching in the world. This is the judge speaking, and yes, we are broadcasting at a high view this week. Well, much to RTE's delight, and credit does go to the RTE web source as always. And we're live on the Ustream and YouTube. And what you see on the screen there is Ireland is on track to lift most COVID restrictions. Well, in the last couple of weeks, I have been doubting that, to be quite honest with you. And for some reason, I was unsure on what is going to happen in the next meeting, quite frankly. So let's just put it this way: it got me a little bit hinky, got me a little bit nervous on what is in store next in reference to our politicians because God knows what is going to happen. So you can get in contact with me here on YouTube and on Restream, though I have it on YouTube just for tonight, just to see how this live stream pans out. So a very warm welcome. And yes, you see a nice little design in the background. So do feel free to join. What I'm going to do is change that graphic because it looks like I'm doing some DIY work. For Christ's sakes, let's just change it to this. Yeah, let's change it to that. Let's just see how we get on. We're going to be broadcasting live for the next 40 plus minutes, and there will be breaks in between, and there will be a few videos in between in from today's news source as well for what I have been watching on the news media. So what I'm going to do is now for the next moment. Can we do it? Yes, we can. Good. So what we're going to do here now is we're going to share a little clip from today's headline, and let's see what has to be said.
First front bringing patchy light rain and drizzle. There's the arrival of the cold front bringing a fairly persistent spell of rain, moving fairly slowly too through the country. So given that couple of weeks the ground's a little hydrophobic, will lead to some pooling. Coasts. Temperatures at their best 21 degrees early in the day in the east. The winds are going to freshen light overnight tonight and light to start tomorrow. They're freshening ahead of the arrival of that weather front. Then they'll veer for Friday when the rain clears through, which will be later on Friday night. That's it from me for now. Ihoa.
Now we got rid of it. Okay. Let's get down to some brass tacks here, please, if we may. Right, 1,185 cases are involved in from today's news poll, and my apologies for that. I did upload the wrong source. How stupid of me to do that. right here live on the air. But hey, let's just put it this way: bloopers do happen, and the weather credit does go to RTE. And by the way, I am no fecking Willard Scott. And just as a reminder that this broadcast is mainly for over 18s due to bad language for those maybe snooping about the home. 18s. So do bear that in mind. So I'm just putting that up on the screen there, just as a warning to the parents because it's nighttime. This is a nighttime broadcast, and we're 5 minutes into the commentary as I speak. Well, I tell you how I felt about the COVID-19 crisis. It just drove everybody absolutely fucking insane. Absolutely insane. No ifs, no buts about it. And holy flipping mackerel, it just drove everyone to tequila and alcohol. And here is today's case, what you see on the screen. Credit to RTE News. So that's today's cases to what you see on the screen. And we're live on YouTube, and yeah, we're on Restream and on YouTube as well. So do feel free to join us whenever you can. It's just 5:02, 10:02 Greenwich Mean Time. We're broadcasting not nationwide, but we're broadcasting worldwide as I currently speak. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a couple of moments of a timeout. Do not go away. Have you ever seen him do this? Like that. He's like a cartoon character in the freaking Simpsons. Have you ever seen him do that? What the hell? I have never seen a person do sign language like that in my flipping lifetime. Him going, oh, we have to balance this in, we have to balance this out. Jesus Christ Almighty tonight, Jesus, etc., so to speak. And yes, I do have to turn off the camera again. I just wanted to show you that comedic thing. And there we go. So here is what I wanted to show earlier on. Obviously, we had a bit of a minor glitch. Let's just hope this will work this time. And let's see what happens. Can we put her up? Can we do it? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Hello. There we go. Enlarging it. And let's play it.
The Chief Medical Officer has told an Oireachtas committee that things are on track for the ending of most restrictions on October 22nd. Dr Tony Holohan also said that while the reintroduction of COVID-19 measures cannot be fully ruled out in the future, a return to significant restrictions is unlikely.
Ireland is currently following the path of the most optimistic COVID-19 modelling scenario forecast by the National Public Health Emergency Team. Due to the high level of vaccine uptake and adherence to the basic public health guidelines, NPHET members also told the Oireachtas Health country may have already reached the peak of the fourth wave.
So on that basis, it's plausible that we're past the peak of infection in this population. So the most optimistic scenario shows the peak having happened in the last week of August, first week in September, and case numbers start to decline from there. And that seems to be what we're seeing.
The Chief Medical Officer said the virus incidence rate remains high and the trajectory uncertain. And while Dr. Tony Holohan didn't rule out the reintroduction of measures, he said a return to severe restrictions is unlikely.
We could never absolutely rule anything out, but we don't think we're going to be in a situation where some of the significant restrictions that had to be imposed on the Irish population are likely to be necessary in front of us right now.
So can I take from that it is your view that absolutely we are still on track for the 22nd of October date for the ending of restrictions?
It's my view that we're still on track within the short number of weeks to reaching the criteria that we set out.
Dr. Holohan told the Health Committee that NPHET hopes to recommend changes in the near term to the rules around testing, self-isolation and contact tracing. The CMO also said that 88% of those aged 16 and over are now fully vaccinated, close to the target of 90%. And he said there is still time to avail of vaccines. His comments come as Public Health Midwest appealed to people to register for vaccination if they haven't already done so, and to exercise caution in social and congregated settings amid a high level of community infection in Limerick, Clare and North Tipperary. Fergal O'Brien, RTE News. And our health
Well, I wouldn't want to underestimate that report. As you see there at the bottom of your screen, the credit does go to RTE News, etc. So just to reassure our viewers and people that know me personally that I am not stealing, but I am putting the credit, as you see there on the screen, right here on Restream and also here on YouTube, and we are live as I currently speak. Let's put that into a different way. Now, there we go. Well, it is a Wednesday, and I hope everyone had a good day. Well, my day wasn't too bad, for sure. It wasn't too bad. I just went out with a friend, did shopping, etc., so to speak. Like as I said in last night's broadcast, that I'm approaching this broadcast at a different level, in a bit of a kinder level, a bit of a more tone level. Now, the last commentaries that I have done in the past, yeah, sure, okay, I was rogue, I was rowdy. Hey, shit happens. Shit happens, like when you get rogue and when you get a little bit, pardon me, when you get a bit bang out of order on your commentaries, like when you say something to someone that you are addressing, though you are keeping the person out of the equation, they know on whom you are referring to. They know that for sure. But a friend of mine taught me this quote, and I want everybody that is tuning in to hear this part out. When you say something to someone, it doesn't matter who, even to your parents, to your mom or your grandparents, it doesn't matter who they fucking are. Once you say that comment, it's hurtful, one. Two, the arrow is fired. What that means, you fire the arrow from your mouth. Now, the question that I'm asking to you is, what do you do? Do you fire the arrow from your mouth by saying a derogatory thing? Or do you keep it to yourself? A quote, another one, has been thought to me, and bless him, a radio announcer by the name of Stephen D, who thought me this: if you have something to say on the microphone, which is this, say it. You have nothing to say, move on to the next record, to the next track when you're live on air. Those were the two those were the two valuable things that were thought to me. Two valuable things. Since that day on, that gentleman that passed away, who I met in person, well, holy mackerel, let me tell you this for sure. I had not forgotten those quotes. I had not forgotten a few quotes. MUD, from an old friend of mine, unnamed for the record. MUD, memorizing, understanding, and doing. Remember that. If you're unsure that you're doing something, even if it's in a specific job that you are doing, or even housework or office work, it doesn't matter what work environment that you are in. MUD, memorize, understand, and doing. Remember to what the individual is saying to you. I remember a story there some time back, and I was mumbling to myself because I was trying to remember to what the actual gentleman was saying to me while I was working someplace there back several years ago. So why do you keep are you angry with me or something like that? He goes to me. I went, no, dude, I'm not angry with you. Absolutely not. Are you sure? I went, yeah. I says, I'm just trying to remember what you were saying. I was mumbling under my breath to what you were saying to me because I was trying to remember. So, now I get you. So, if you're unsure about something, tune up those ears, tune them up. All you have to do is just tune them up like that, and that's it. Simple. Memorize, understand, and doing. It is that simple. Very, very simple. We will be off the air within 10 minutes. We're about 28 minutes into the broadcast. So what we're going to do is that we're going to put a, can we put it on? No, yeah, we can, but unfortunately there's no one on the air with us. So feel free to chat. I just got to type a comment out here just for the kick here. See will that work? There we go. And we're live on YouTube, just for your information. I would just jog it out on the big screen, and there we go. That's what I wrote out via a YouTube link to here. Feel free to comment in. So knock yourself out, folks. Knock yourself out. So what we're going to do right now, my fellow tubers and twitchers and stitchers and talkers and fans, what we're going to do now is take a quick time out, and because I have something important to take care of out in the back. And we are back. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back live on the air. And I hope everyone is enjoying their Wednesday night. And do feel free to join in whenever you can. And yes, if you can hear a noise in the back, because I'm boiling something out in the back, or I have my noise cancelling microphone on, which is great, so no one can hear the noise in the back. So, etc. so to speak. Facebook.com /groups, Twitter.com /JCradle, which is my Twitter handle. You can follow me at JCradle right here. I may state for those who are listening in that, yes, you can see the red label on the bottom and in white writing, over 18s, in case of younger individuals could be listening to the commentary, and people may have sensitive ears to bad language, so to speak. And just a reminder from today's headline was that 1,185 cases of COVID-19 and death tolls have reached 5,179. As I said before, on a few given occasions, a lot of individuals, a lot, and condolences to those who lost a loved one in that report. The report that you saw with the CMO, the credit does indeed, for the record, go to RTE News here in the Republic. So in the next couple of moments, my fellow tubers, I'm starting to get back into my stride again. Holy mackerel, feel free to comment in. Feel free. Well, before we go, in the next couple of minutes, I remember some time ago, I was with a friend of mine, and I was pulling a prank on someone, and it was as funny as hell. It was funny, and let's just say that she wanted to kill me. She did. I don't mean as in kill me, no, but she wanted to get me. Do you know when people whistle, they go like that? Ho, ho, ho. Well, I got the better of that person. I did. I got that son bitch good. I got a few of them quite good. I did. The person was entering my house back in the day, and lo and behold, by the time she entered the building, one or two of the individuals entered the building. The name of the person was who chased me. Yes, I did mute my mic because I'm not. I did say the person's name, but I'm not saying it on the air. So she chased me around just because I went like that with the two fingers and whistle like a car alarm effect. So She nearly jumped out of her knickers and bras, she did. Well, by fucking God. She jumped so much I thought all of her clothing was going to fall off, for Christ's sakes. The prank was so fucking funny and it was so realistic. It was. And then adding to that, I was doing an art project someplace, I forget where. Uh, we were doing a cartoon project, and we've been working on this for over a good few years. Myself and a few other individuals as well, and so we worked on that project, and I started going like that. But the real reason why I was doing that in that art project to whoever it was back in the day, because I was doing the alarm effect. So this gentleman by the name called up to me. He says, "Jesus Christ, dude, that's quite good. How the fuck do you do that? How the heck? Like I can't do that. Is there any other noises that you can do?" I went, "I can try, but I'm not the best. I'm no Michael Winslow or anything like that. No." But I give you a real classic example, and I did pull a prank on someone there. It was on my mother there one day. Well, Jesus, my mobile phone rings. Excuse me, my mobile phone rings, and I goes, "Hello? Yes? Can I speak to my son, please?" "Who?" "Your son." "Who is this?" So it was me doing the grandma voice to my mom. And my mother, Jesus, she did not know on whom she was talking to. So, "Who the hell are you talking about? Who do you need?" So my mother was getting a little bit pissed and she's getting a little bit frustrated. Loved it. So, oh yeah, I loved it. Fun. Fun fact for me, and I loved every fucking bit of it. So, my mother got on to me about this. "Was that your girlfriend?" I went, "What? Your girlfriend?" I went, "No." Says, "Well, I tell you one thing, if that was your girlfriend, she didn't seem very fucking polite." I goes, "Okay, mom," like that. I says, "That was me, yeah, fucking gook on, yeah." Says, "Well, how am I supposed to fucking know that?" I went, "Mother, oh Jesus." I goes like that, like the way I'm going right now in front of the camera. I goes, "Jesus, mom," like that. "Oh, help me, Saint Judy." Oh, like that. I says, "You ought to know me by now by doing voices and pranks." Give it a fucking break, will you, mom? Oh, one of the best ones ever. One of the best pranks I ever pulled on my mom. One of the best pranks ever. Look, it's very rare for the record that I ever pulled a prank on my mom. It's very rare. I care for my mom. I care for my folks at home. Don't get me the wrong way. And a special shout out to my little niece. I hope she's watching someplace. If not, she's probably taking a siesta right about now. If not, this will be replayed. And a special shout out to her. And that includes to my sister and to my cousins in the United Kingdom. So that wraps it up 38 minutes into the broadcast, and we're going to call it an evening, and we shall talk to you pretty soon. A very good night, everyone, and do stay safe, everyone.